everyone, welcome to another episode of the Dramasology podcast. In this episode, I am not really doing a review as much as I am basically advertising for a current drama that's airing. I am currently watching this drama titled Durian's Affair. It's a drama that's airing on TV Joseon, which is basically a cable channel. And so, you don't expect a lot of people to be watching it, but it's actually doing pretty well in Korea for its time slot, given the fact that it's not terrestrial. So, Durian's Affair is a drama that I am currently just obsessed with. Like, I am so obsessed that I think it has taken over my obsession with Hidden Love. And it's funny because they are completely two different dramas. Like, they are on opposite sides of the pole in almost every way. But there's something about this drama that is so good, and I kind of want to advertise for them a little bit because I feel like a lot of international fans aren't watching this drama. And I think it's really a drama that, if you like comedy, this is a drama for you, honestly. So yeah, Durian's Affair is a currently airing drama as of the time of this recording. It is, according to my drama list, a melodramatic fantasy in which two women from the Joseon Dynasty, belonging from a noble family, become intertwined with men through time travel to the year 2023, the present. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically, these two women, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, travel through time from the Joseon Dynasty into the modern day South Korea. And so you're kind of just watching them like fish out of water, trying to figure out their environment and, not knowing what a phone is, not knowing what like a photograph is. And so that's really the, I guess, funny part about this drama. Among other things. But, I just wanted to talk about this drama because I feel like I can help them advertise better. Because it currently has just like 1,600 watchers on my drama list, which is very little for a Korean drama. But I think a lot of people are maybe a little skeptical about the fact that it is written and I think directed by the person who did Love featuring Marriage and Divorce or something like that. And honestly, understandably, because I also don't like that series. I just don't like Mark Jang. A lot of melodrama is just not for me. I like my characters to be generally good people, if that makes sense. And if they are bad, like I don't want it to be in like the relationship sphere that they are terrible. I don't mind watching a serial killer, but I just can't stand like a man that cheats, if that makes sense. And so if you're like me, I can see why you might be a little skeptical to try this drama. But I'm here to tell you, you're missing out. This is an actually fantastic drama for a bunch of reasons. The very first reason why I think you should be watching this drama, if you're not watching it already, is because honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this kind of makjang drama or this kind of melodrama, right? In the sense that I have a certain idea of how I think melodramas should play out, right? For example, in Love featuring Marriage and Divorce, right? There's a sense of traditionalness to how things are, right? It's a guy cheating on his wife. It's, those basic melodrama kind of dramas. That's what you expect when you hear the word makjang or melodrama, right? Well, this drama has a way of, and I don't know if this is like the director or the writer speaking, and maybe people that have watched Love featuring Marriage and Divorce might be able to talk more to this, but this drama is extremely funny, even though it's like a melodrama. So actually, I would say the number one, and my drama list does not list this, but I would say the number one genre this drama belongs is actually comedy, right? And it's an interesting twist to how melodrama is like portrayed, because usually melodrama is never a comedy, but the way in which a lot of the characters are, for example, Durian, who is our female lead, funny name to begin with, and if that doesn't give you a clue to how funny this drama is going to be, I don't know what will, because her name is Durian, like the fruit, right? For some reason, it's an hilarious like point that they mention in the drama, that how can that be your name, right? But for example, Durian and her daughter-in-law, right? They are from the Joseon Dynasty, and so you imagine what it must be like for them traveling through time into the present era and seeing like women wearing shorts and phones and like little things, a dog like in the house, like things like that just freak them out. And it's just funny to see their reactions to things, to see how they act when people like do things. And so that's one aspect about this drama that is just so comical that you just don't see it coming, right? And it kind of tempers down. In fact, I would say it tempers down the what would be the melodrama so extensively that you're not burdened by too much like makjang in this, right? And so that's one aspect about this drama that's just very good. To add on that makes this drama kind of excellent in the comedic like points I'm making. A lot of the characters are also just comical, and I don't think that's what makes this drama so good. I don't think they're trying to be funny. You know how like a character can be saying something to be funny, right? The characters in this, when they say some things that are just bizarre and make no sense, you're like, what? And that's, I think, the funny part about this drama. Like, a lot of the characters make or are in situations or say things that are just so out of pocket that you're like, what? Like, so that's an aspect about this drama that's also very good. Like, it's very funny without the characters trying to be funny. I'll give you an example. So, just a little background story. Durian and her daughter-in-law, right? They are people that have lost their loved ones in Joseon Dynasty. And so when they cross over, they basically cross over and meet their, I guess, doppelgangers in this new world, in this present-day South Korea, right? And so the men that they are interested in, right, they exist in this world. Like Durian's love, like her lover in her past life, that's technically was a servant in her past life. He's also here. He has died in the like Joseon Dynasty, but again, he's here. And same for Durian's daughter-in-law. Her husband, Durian's son, is also dead, right? But in this present era, he's also alive. And so, and the funny part about it is that like everybody that's alive in their old world, from the villains to, the friends, the foes, everyone they had or knew in this like Joseon Dynasty era, right? They've been reincarnated, or should I say their doppelgangers all belong to this one family. And they are such a good family in the sense that they are a loving family. They don't fight or anything, right? So it's not the typical chaebol family that just fights for properties. No, this family is actually quite like functional, right? And so one scene that's really funny to me is Durian's lover's doppelganger, right? In this modern day era is married already. He has a wife, right? And I mean, that's an obstacle. That's where the makjang part comes out, the melodrama part, right? And so anyway, this guy's wife loves their dog, and I think that comes from the fact that she's actually childless. They don't have a kid or anything, right? And she really loves their dog, this chihuahua that's not very, like, it's a very ugly dog, right? And the guy really, really doesn't like the dog, but the woman really, really likes the dog, right? I mean, the dog is everything. That dog is basically her child, right? And literally they spend, I think, maybe like 10 minutes, like a all good like 10 minutes arguing about this dog, right? Like this couple, they argue about this dog, and like this lady would not let it go because she wants the dog to be able to sleep on their bed. But the guy is like, I don't really like the dog. He licks my face, stuff like that. And like, she will go on about how like he could have been a person in his past life, like on real things that she just like keeps going and going, and they have to like have this discussion about this dog, and they keep going for like 10-15 minutes, and oh my god, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I mean, and the thing is, they are being serious. They're not trying to be funny or anything. They are having a serious conversation about this dog, and I remember it being so funny to me, right? And so it's moments like that like just out of pocket like conversations that make no sense, right? That's, I think, one thing that makes this drama really, really good. The second thing that makes this drama really good is that I actually like Durian and her daughter-in-law, so the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, and they're this kind of duo that have a very unconventional relationship. In terms of a lot of the Korean dramas I watch, I have never seen such a relationship done to this level, right? And this drama really portrays kind of the shifting relationship they have from, I mean, yes, they remain mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, but it's very interesting, to see how they act and how much like their bond grows, given that they are the only two that travel from the Joseon Dynasty. And I won't say why they traveled or how they traveled, but given that they traveled from the Joseon Dynasty into the modern era, they, I guess, have even a closer bond, right? In a way that it's so well done that I've never seen it like portrayed in this way. And that's another aspect about this drama that I think its biggest strength, right? I don't think you would have ever seen a drama like this before, right? I think that's the biggest strength this drama has, right? In the sense that just everything, right, I say, like, it's just out of pocket. Like, it makes no sense at all. But for some reason, they make it work, right? And it's one of those dramas that there isn't sometimes seemingly progress in things. But because again, it's such a comedic drama that you sometimes don't need progress. I don't mind spending 16 episodes watching Durian and her daughter-in-law Sojo just figure things out. That's how good this drama is, right? And so that's another aspect about this drama that's just good. Like, it's just so different that I've never seen something like this. And really, it's only somebody that is kind of an out of the box thinker that can come out with this, because it's easy to just go the traditional route of regular makjang dramas that a lot of like shows would do. And it's like, yes, this is makjang, but it's even worse. But somehow it being worse than most makjang dramas makes it better. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, right? Like, somehow it's able to be fresh and new, even though it's using a lot of like melodrama elements that you've seen a billion times, right? And so that's something that makes this drama really good. Then also another aspect that I think works for this drama is that, and I think that's probably why I am able to stick with this drama, is that it's actually not too bad on like the actual makjang, right? The actual melodrama part that I'm sure might, ramp up later. For now, everybody's kind of functional. Like I mentioned, the family that exists in South Korea in the present era, right? That, I mean, in the Joseon era, they were all enemies, right? There was Durian's mother-in-law. There was a father-in-law, a servant that she was in love with, her husband. All those people returned or exist in the present day soul. So, for example, a mother-in-law becomes the head of the family in the present day. And the mother-in-law has 3 sons, who in the past life were a lover, a husband, and a father-in-law, which is odd, right? I don't know why they added the father-in-law, but we'll say for the sake of saying that it works, right? And so you have all those people that were enemies in their own life. Suddenly they're a family here, and like a good family in the sense that they are all well adjusted, all well liked and everything. To add to it, our daughter-in-law, so Sojo, right, the girl that follows her through time as well, right, our own husband, right, Durian's son, that is, ends up being the son of the father-in-law, which is just like makes no sense, but we work with it, right? And so it's that aspect, the fact that all the people that were existing in the old timeline, in the old era, end up existing in the future, but actually in a functional way. Like, they're all good brothers, they all love each other, they love their mom, right? And it's amazing because it kind of just adds to the comedic aspect, and it also downplays that makjang element to it. And I guess where the biggest makjang will come will be the fact that Durian and the daughter-in-law are kind of this unexpected force that might break up relationships, right? And so when I talk about breaking up relationships, for example, Durian's lover in the past life is married in the present soul, and that's the one with the dog, right? And so I can see that relationship it's already fraying on like the edges, because again, that lady is crazy, right? But I can see that being the aspects where like the makjang comes in. But again, the way they play everything is that it is never serious. Not once has there been a serious scene in this drama, right? And even though, again, it's still the old makjang aspect to it, it's still played correctly and well in a way that I can watch it. And I think that's why this drama is just so good to me. I've never seen this kind of thing before. Now, I will watch a season 2 and a season 3 if they do create one, because fantastic like thought went into this drama, and I think it deserves a lot of watchers. Unfortunately, it does not have one, but I wish it did, because that would maybe give the writers and the director an incentive to make a season 2. But thankfully, it's doing well in Korea for its time slot. So fingers crossed that we get a season 2. I've actually never prayed for a season 2 of anything before, but oh my god, I would die if there is no season 2, because like this is too good for there not to be a season 2. If there was ever a time that something needed a season 2, it would be this drama. So yeah, that's my kind of rant, not really a review of Durian's Affair. I'll maybe make an actual review when this drama finishes airing in like 2-3 weeks. But until then, like, if you're not watching this drama, check it out, please. It's too good not to be like watched. Like, it's very, very good. You laugh throughout, right? Just don't take it too seriously. That's the most important thing about this drama. If you take it seriously, you hate it. But if you take it the way it's just shot and like executed, you have a blast. Yeah, and so yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to this little review. Have a nice day. Bye.